You ready? Ready, Pooh? Okay. So, hi everybody, back again. Okay, so back with another Lockanory presents Winnie the Pooh by A.M. Milne. Mm. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Let's just take you up there, Pooh. There we go. Good lad. So, right, here we go then. So, Winnie the Pooh, Chapter 3, in which Pooh and Piglet go hunting and nearly catch a woozle. So, the piglet lived in a very grand house in the middle of a beech tree, and the beech tree was in the middle of the forest, and Piglet lived in the middle of the house. Next to his house was a piece of broken board, which had Trespassers W on it. When Christopher Robin asked Piglet what it meant, he said that it was his grandfather's name, and it had been in the family for a long time. Christopher Robin said, "You can't be called Trespassers W." And Piglet said, "Yes, you can, because his grandfather was, and it was short for Trespassers Will, which was short for Trespassers William. And his grandfather had had two names just in case he lost one of them. Trespassers after an uncle, and William after Trespassers." "I've got two names," said Christopher Robin. "Well, there you are," said Piglet. "That proves it." So, one fine winter's day, when Piglet and Pooh were brushing in the snow in the front of the house, he happened to look up, and here was Winnie the Pooh. Pooh was walking around and round in a circle, thinking of something else, when Piglet called to him, and he just went on walking. "Oh, hello," said Piglet. "What are you doing?" Hunting," said Pooh. "Hunting what?" "I'm tracking something," said Winnie the Pooh, very mysteriously. "Tracking what?" asked Piglet. "Well, that's just what I ask myself. I ask myself, what am I tracking?" Well, when do you think you'll have an answer?" "I shall have to wait until I catch up with it," said Winnie the Pooh. "Now, look down here, and tell me, what do you see?" Piglet looked down and said, "Oh, tracks, paw marks." He gave a little squeak of excitement. Oh, Pooh, do you think it's a woozle?" "It may be," said Pooh. "Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. You can never tell with paw marks, can you?" "No, you can't." With these few words he went on tracking, and Piglet, after watching him for about a minute or two, ran after him. Winnie the Pooh had come to a sudden stop, and was bending over the tracks in a puzzled way. "Well, what's the matter?" asked Piglet. "It's a very funny thing," said the bear, "but there seems to be two animals now. This whatever it was has been joined by another whatever it is." And the two of them were now proceeding in company. That means side by side. "Would you mind coming with me, Piglet, in case one of them turns out to be, well, or in case they turn out to be hostile animals?" Piglet scratched his ear in a nice sort of way, and said that he had nothing to do until Friday, so he'd be delighted to come, just in case it really was a woozle. "You mean in case it really is two woozles?" said Winnie the Pooh, and Piglet said that, however he had nothing to do, he'd come with him. There was a small spinney of larch trees just nearby, and it seemed as if the two woozles, if that is what they were, had been going around this spinney. So the spinney, around they went, Pooh and Piglet. They went after them. Piglet passing the time by telling Pooh what his grandfather's Trespassers W had done to remove stiffness after tracking, and how his grandfather Trespassers W had suffered in his later years from shortness of breath, and other matters of interest, and Pooh was wondering what a grandfather was like, and if it perhaps this was two grandfathers that they were after now. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And if so, whether he would be allowed to take one home and keep it. And what would Christopher Robin say? But still, the tracks went on in front of them. Suddenly, Winnie the Pooh stopped and pointed excitedly in front of him. "Look!" What?" said Piglet with a jump, and then to show that he hadn't been frightened, he jumped up and down once or twice in a more exciting sort of way, like doing a bit of exercise. The tracks, said Pooh. A third animal has joined the other two. Oh, Pooh, said Piglet, do you think it's another woozle? No, said Pooh, because it makes different marks. It is either two woozles and one, as it might be whizzle or two, as it might be whizzles and one. If so it is, woozle. Let's continue them both. So they went on, feeling just a little anxious now in case the three animals in front of them were of hostile intent. That means weren't very nice. And Piglet very much wished that his grandfather, T.W., were there, instead of elsewhere, and Pooh thought how nice it would have been if they'd met Christopher Robin suddenly, but quite accidentally, and only because he liked Christopher Robin so much. And then, all of a sudden, Winnie the Pooh stopped again, and licked the tip of his nose in a cooling manner, for he was feeling more hot and anxious than ever before in his life. There were 4 animals in front of them. Do you see, Piglet? Look at their tracks. 3, as it were, woozles, and 1, as it were, whizzle. Another woozle has joined them. Good, so it seemed to be. There were tracks crossing over each other here and getting muddled up over there, but quite plainly now and then the tracks were definitely 4 sets of paws. I think, said Piglet, when he'd licked the tip of his nose too, and found that it brought a very little comfort to him, I think I've just remembered something. I should have remembered something that I forgot to do yesterday, and I shan't be able to do tomorrow, so I suppose I really ought to go back and do it now. We'll do it this afternoon, and I'll come with you, said Pooh. It isn't the sort of thing that you can do in the afternoon, said Piglet quickly. It's a very particular morning thing, and this has to be done in the morning. And if possible, between the hours of, what did you say the time was? Looking at the sun, Winnie the Pooh said, about 12. Because, as I was saying, the hours of 12 and 12:05, so really, dear old Pooh, if you'll excuse me, what was that? Pooh looked up at the sky, and then, as he heard the whistle again, he looked up into the branches of a big oak tree. And then he saw a friend of his. Oh, it's Christopher Robin, he said. Ah, then you'll be all right, said Piglet. Oh, you'll be quite safe with him. Goodbye, and he trotted off his home as quickly as he could, very glad to be out of all danger again. Christopher Robin came slowly down his tree. Silly old bear, what were you doing? First you went around the spinney twice by yourself, and then Piglet ran after you, and you went round again and again together, and you were just going to go round a 4th time. Wait a moment, said Winnie the Pooh, holding up his paw. He sat down and thought, in the most thoughtful way he could think. He then fitted his paw into one of the tracks, and then scratched his nose twice, and looked up. Yes, said Winnie the Pooh. I see now. I've been foolish and deluded, said he, and I am a bear of no brain at all. Oh, but you're the best bear in the world, said Christopher Robin soothingly. Am I? Said Pooh hopefully, and then he brightened up suddenly. Anyhow, he said, it's nearly lunchtime. So off he went home for it, and Christopher Robin went as well for some honey. Right, so we didn't manage to find a woozle, did we? You did? Oh, hang on. Ah, here's one. Right, so thanks, Wiley. Okay, so thanks a lot, guys, for popping over. Take care. See you soon. Sweet dreams. And remember, keep your hands clean and be safe. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye. Nighty-night. Say bye, Pooh. Sweet dreams.